Okay, come. Let's see if we are live yet. Okay, good. We are live.
Hello,
but nobody
everybody.
come in yet. Nobody come in yet. Let's do our sharing first.
Yes.
Give me a second. Let me share out the link with you, Jason.
Yes, please.
So, bro, today's the 15th. How's everything?
Wow, it's a very exciting week. Two more weeks to Chinese New Year. Time flies. Hectic week.
Mm.
Every good
Yep.
day is like having 2 or 3 move in.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's
Because
good.
everybody is completing their renovation because they're rushing a contractor. Then once they got the dates right, they will rush to me and say, "Hey, Jason, can you give me a good move in date?"
I see.
So lately been busy with move in.
Oh, wow, sorry. Give me a second. Wow. Oh, because today's meet the people session. Have to speak to our MP regarding my mom's medical condition. So sorry. Okay, so sorry everybody. Yes, hi, good evening. Welcome to Master Plan and Feng Shui Talk with Joel and Jason. Okay, today is 15 the last 15 for the last year was what? Sing what?
薪酬 metal
星
cow year，
丑 Yeah, the
对对，
metal
丑就
cow
是 cow。
last year this is the last 15 last full moon for the 15 last full moon for the metal cow Then what will we be receiving What tiger
It'll be the water tiger.
Wow, water
Yeah,
tiger.
after metal will be water. So you can see water tiger and then water rabbit as well.
Water tiger then water rabbit.
Yes, one yin
Then
and one
after that,
yang. Then will be the wood dragon and the wood snake.
oh, okay.
One yin and one yang.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so today we are going to carry on. Wow, I shouldn't show you all the map first. Yes, sorry guys. So haven't start. Okay, so once again, thank you all for joining us. With Joel, Daddy Property Chef, and Master Jason Chan from Geomancy
One
Culture,
yen.
One Yen Feng Shui Consultancy. Okay, so today we are going to carry on the second part of our District 5.
Mm.
So, Jason, after the last show, one of my friend want to unfriend me,
Huh, how come?
because I say Clementi is a spillover town.
Oh no, the truth hurts.
Yeah. Not he not so happy lah, not so happy lah. He thinks that well, I actually gave of all the towns, right, in a way I like give Clementi not such a good rating lah.
Mm,
Then I
mm,
tell him,
mm.
know what? I think I gave Loyang worse. but anyway, so tonight we are going to talk about the remainder of District 5, the
Mm.
remaining part of District 5. Okay, so let me just briefly show you guys. Give me a second. Okay, so over here is the MRT station. So District 5, right? District 5 basically because you all understand, we sometimes when we want to talk about district it's a big headache. Why? Because different channels show different towns for different districts. Very headache. So what we do, maybe let me just show you. We go by the district. Okay, district. This is what I usually follow. District map of Singapore. Okay, then I will follow You don't go by all these what who so and so blah 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 blah. Where is my suddenly how come the master plan? You see, all property agent very good They drive out master plan district map of Singapore correctly? How come Where's the URA one?
Yeah,
Suddenly
maybe
I cannot find
I just add on about Joel talking about Clementi is a bad town lah, but it's not all bad lah. I mean, in a place right, there's good and bad areas lah. So last week we covered the not so good area. This time round we cover the better
so
area.
please understand, I never say Clementi is not good, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that Clementi, right, the current price, right, because you must understand where the good things, some towns they are naturally good. Why? Of course, for Jason, there is the feng shui aspect. For me, it's very simple. It's the master planning aspect. So you see, for Clementi, right, there's no major no major plans coming. Then the HDB estate that is surrounding the MRT immediate, right, is all the old flats, you see. I already mentioned, I don't understand why government did not attempt to unblock the clusters. I mean, we don't talk about the far ones, but the immediate clusters surrounding MRT, nobody talking about it. So it's like, wow, okay, so I mean, then what's so special about Clementi? Because the even based on 财气员, right, the businesses flowing nearest business commercial flow, right, is Jurong East International Business Park or from Science Park. Science Park, which is nearer, we all know Science Park is nearer to Pasir Panjang, West Coast side.
Yes.
Or One North. One North is another district already, One North is another district by itself already. So it's like, for Clementi, what do you have? Yeah, I tell you, nearer to Pandan, the factories. Actually, by right, the factories that cluster also belong to Pandan, So you tell me, what does Clementi have? Spillover. Spillover. Because you must understand, actually, NUS is also not under Clementi cluster. NUS, our Singapore's most famous university, right, is under West Coast cluster. You all must understand this. West Coast Pasir Panjang cluster. So that's why I mentioned. I hope for those of you who feel offended when I say Clementi is spillover, please understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying it's a bad town, but I'm just sharing with you guys, right? The benefits are from other towns. Clementi itself does not have anything that is so outstanding. Okay? So as I was mentioning, right, this is the where I usually derive my district code from. Okay, so district 5, postal district 5, we have 11, 12, 13, which is Pasir Panjang, Hong Leong Garden, as well as Clementi. Actually, Hong Leong Garden and Clementi is considered one side. There's nearer to Pandan side already. This is one whole piece. But in between, there is actually a West Coast, which they never mention. By right, West Coast is a part by itself. Nobody calls West Coast Clementi. West Coast is actually closer to Pasir Panjang. So coming back to the district map, right? Coming back to the master plan map, right? So we have actually covered this part. Okay, this part, Hong Leong Gardens and Clementi Town. Okay, so today we are going to cover West Coast, Pasir Panjang, and Buona Vista. Okay, West Coast, Pasir Panjang and Buona Vista. So today we shall let Jason share with us how is the feng shui for this area. How is the feng shui for this area? Oh, yeah, by the way, for those of you who have just joined us, right, don't be stingy, okay? New Year coming, at least help give us a like, okay? If you can, if you feel that what Jason and I are sharing is good for you, makes sense, do help us to share as well, okay? And so that we can carry on to provide you with more good information that will help you in your home choosing. Okay, so now I leave it over to Jason.
Okay, thank you, Joel. Yeah.
Hey,
let me share
Salah,
slides.
sorry.
How do I share slides?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is a slide. Yeah. So today we'll be talking about Pasir Panjang, Dover, and West Coast, like what mentioned. So we will be talking about the feng shui perspective. So where is Pasir Panjang, Dover, and West Coast? It's very near to the south of Singapore. So you can see the enlarged version, you actually can see the PSA port over in the area. Okay, West Coast and East Coast, right? They are both very different landscape. So you cannot compare East Coast and West Coast. But unlike the East Coast, right, where land is flat, West Coast, right, you have actually have mountain and water around. So if you're talking about feng shui feature, West Coast West Coast side actually have some better features because they have the mountain and the water. Because if you know East Coast, right, East Coast will give you a very relaxed feel because the land are more flat. So like fishermen, usually if they are hungry, they will go out to fish. So they are not very motivated compared to people who stay in the mountain. If you ever follow ancient civilization or even study human geography, right, you will notice those people who stay near the mountain are much more fiercer because they do not have the resources like those who stay near to the sea. They really need to hunt, and danger is usually everywhere. But this side of Singapore, right, you have both the mountain and then the water. So where exactly is this mountain? I thought there's only Bukit Timah Hill. So you can actually find a Kent Hill stretch all the way to uh this Henderson Wave, and then this Mount Telok Blangah Hill, and then the Mount Faber side. So actually, if you see that landscape, right, all these are actually high profile hills, then very close to the water as well. So actually, this piece of land actually is very exciting in terms of feng shui, because every if you are located actually places around the hills are actually not a lot. If you go and see where are they are all the science. You can find science park down there, you can find NUS down there, you also can find some HDB, and you can find a reasonable amount of landed also in the area there and some of them are actually huge, the size. So coming to choosing property, again the same. I always mention 财气 and 人 That's all you need to remember when you use these points to actually find the right house for you. Yeah. So wealth, right? Where is the wealth in this area? You can find in the port, you can find in Sentosa, and you also can find in a town. Yeah. So these are the places where this Pasir Panjang, Dover, and West Coast actually tap on. And where the qi come from, right? The qi come from actually AYE and West Coast Expressway lah. So similar to this Holland side and Bukit Timah side, right? They are actually not affected by this MRT. The way this MRT built, right? It doesn't really increase the traffic flow lah. So all the while, this has been provided by the vehicles, the car. So you can see people moving through the expressway lah, and huge vehicle also to the from the port as well. So they bring the tea to the places. And then who are your neighbors, the people? So if you notice, right, this area, right, full of forest, full of wood, and then you notice NUS is down there, like what Joel mentioned. Then there's Natural Museum, there's Singapore Poly, there's good schools like ACS Independent, ACJCs down there, and then Science Park where there's a lot of R&D. Then you will also notice headquarter for MOE is down there. Yeah, so it's actually a very good place for things relating to education. Yeah, so those who are actually suitable for young families. So the feng shui tip, right, that I have for you for today, for this area, stay nearer to the hill. it's a good place for young family and scholars. Back in the days, during my time or slightly older, right, there's this block full of scholar located in this Dover Buona Vista site. So think about it, a block that has many scholars and all the education
Oh, okay.
that our forefather has planned is down there in the area. So what do you think?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alamak. Oh, now my second house I must plan already. Leh. I haven't buy yet. But now you say it like that. Because Bukit Timah, so far the districts that we talk about, right? Bukit Timah sounds good to me, you see. Because you mentioned the feng shui is good. For me, I feel that the master plan down there, as well as the schools, right, will propel the area. But what Bukit Timah, the price really wow. Not normal average family really want to go in. I think we sell all our assets can only buy one meter. Okay, jokes aside. But yeah, for those of you who have young family, right? I tell you guys, I totally agree with what Jason is saying. Okay, so now I will share with you all my thoughts, okay? Based on master planner. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as I was mentioning, right? As I was mentioning, Clementi we cover already. So now we are going to look at West Coast, Pasir Panjang, and Dover. So what's the biggest news about Dover? Okay, this is last year's news before Wang Lihong came out. last year spill over until this year. Wang Lihong, the news keep coming in, so boring. Okay, so but anyway, coming back, the important things are okay. Plans for Dover Forest, right, is revised. Okay, why? Because we guys have a look at the timeline. A lot of people don't understand this. Okay, so from 2003, right, 2003, the uh the zone for this area. Let me show you. Okay, this area, this whole piece is actually zoned for residential. Why I cannot show? Oh, can show. Sorry, it's a bit. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 this whole piece and further down right, this is where the Dover Forest is all subjected to detailed planning. See me see detailed planning you may be asking. Don't need to say lah. Usually it's HDB lah. Correct. Usually is HDB Usually is HDB. Okay, so in this timeline, right? Salah, wrong timeline. Okay, this timeline in 2003, it was already planned. Guys, think about it. Think about it. Government go and build an MRT station in the area just for Singapore Polytechnic. You all know, right? There's a Dover MRT station, right? And Dover MRT station just for Singapore Poly. Wow, you honestly speaking, Singapore Poly, the only polytechnic in Singapore. Can't be right. Then there's no commercial, no commerce, no commerce in that whole area. Then government go and build an MRT station down there. If you all read the recent news, right? Government was saying what MRTs sometimes along the line, I think it's Thomson East Coast Line. Don't open Mount Pleasant. I remember Mount Pleasant. Don't open up first. Will save millions. So you tell me government go and open up our MRT station down there just for one polytechnic. You think makes sense or not? So, ladies and gentlemen, the residential was in the pipeline all along, even way before 2003. Okay, because the MRT is for residents, it's not for students. Okay, but in year 2020, which was the year of everyone knows COVID, government republished this a very detailed plan. Okay lah. Cut the long story short is to tell you, okay guys, I'm gonna clear the forest already after 17 years to build houses. Okay, so whether y'all like it or don't like it, y'all keep complaining not enough houses, right? So I'm gonna build houses. Then in 2021, less than 1 month later, the Nature Society of Singapore published a proposal to HDB to redesign the area to be a park. Honestly speaking, I love this idea because why? I stay in Choa Chu Kang my whole life, not the whole life, majority of my life. So when Tengah and part of the Bukit Batok greens were taken away, right? All of us were very sad. And now you tell me, Dover also being cut off. How do you think I feel? Of course, I think that now very hot already nowadays. There are some nights we cannot sleep without aircon. Then you still want to cut my trees. Not say my trees, our trees. It's not good. So when I saw this, I totally agree. I totally agree with what the Nature's Society of Singapore is mentioning. But please understand. Okay, please understand. As I mentioned, people plan for 17, then 18 years. 18 years. You tell them they build the MRT, now it's time for them to take back money. You tell them cannot. You think people will be willing to? Of course not. So now they come up with a counter proposal. Counter proposal, right? Actually, it's not counter proposal. They they tweak the plan a bit. They still carry on with what they want to do. Okay? So you can see, for those of you who are interested, I will share this. I'll share this in the I think I can share this in the comment. Give me a second. So that you all can see this article. Give me a second. Let me pin this to the comment so you all can. Okay. Yes. So that you all can read this article. Oh, is that Mia? Hey, hi Mia. Hello. Okay. Hi. Okay. So basically, right. Blah blah blah. The long story of Dover Forest. Okay. Cut the long story short. Now the counter proposal is HDB say the development plan will be put off in the medium term. Well, that's why people power. Yay! Government give way. But they say we'll review again in 2030. However, the first housing project in the eastern zone, that means this forest is cut to eastern and western zone, The eastern zone one will still be set to carry on. And again, I mentioned, guys, the MRT is not there for students on. Please understand this thing. So now the plan is Hokkien say I cut half the part that is nearer to Ghim Moh side, the Ghim Moh HDB flats, right? This will carry on with the HDB, but for the other half, they will try to zone it as a natural park. But yet, we all can see, right? Under Master Plan 2019, I remind you again, it's Master Plan 2019. So by right, any changes should have taken effect now into the plan already. Still nothing shown yet. So whether or not this will pull through, we don't know yet. Okay, but at this current moment is by right. This half is forest. This half is HDB. Okay, so government say okay lah, we 50-50 So this is the thing about Dover. If you ask me, I think this will be a big win already. Okay, to have a nature park. And think about it, guys. If you get a BTO down there, isn't that wonderful? You confirm have a nature park just beside you. If government don't do anything, and there is already MRT down here. Okay, so if you ask me, BTO in wait when was the BTO coming out again? Let's have a look. 2022 ladies and gentlemen, 2022 this year. Please take note. Second half of 2022 HDB BTO launches should be in August. Okay, August don't have, right? Then should be next year already. Take note. Joel's forecast. This site not bad. Okay, can consider. This one BTO nothing to do with Joel one. I'm just saying that this site not bad if you want to plan for future. Okay. Next, wow, you see all these very nice nice pictures. So article I pinned onto the comment already. You guys can go there and have a look. Next, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what is this? Singapore's changes. Okay, again, I'm going to. This is a very, very interesting article. I'm gonna pin this. Oh yeah, copy. Okay, I'm gonna pin this to the comments as well. Please have a look. Okay, if you are free, this is actually very good for you. Okay.
Well, Joel, you read a lot, no?
Huh? No
You
choice,
read a
leh.
lot of
Walao,
foreign news. No
nowadays
choice.
property agent didn't pay me one. And last time I'm a project IC lah. Basically, how if I don't know all this information, how am I going to sell the new launch project? Correct.
Wow,
So
you're very
no choice, no choice.
responsible agent.
Thank you, thank you.
That's good.
Wow, my friend go one round, all me, very happy. Okay, but anyway, so we're going to have a look at the Greater Southern Waterfront. Please understand, it stretches for more than 30 kilometers from the Greater Southern Waterfront, right? From Pasir Panjang to Marina East. Ladies and gentlemen, Marina East, that means cut off before East Coast, you know. East Coast is after Marina East. So basically, what is going to happen? Wow, everybody say East Coast is a gem. So with this coming out, right? Pasir Panjang, the West, will it mean that the West can fight? Don't say fight lah. Fight is not a nice word. Can become on par as East Coast. What do you all think? Okay, so this is a major plan. Let me share with you guys. So what we see down here, this is the CBD, the PSA, okay, all these, right? 2,000-hectare area, twice the size of Punggol. You imagine Punggol waterway, right? They say so many things. You imagine this is all the way stretching from town already. How good and how nice it will be for the residences. And take note, PSA, right? Tanjong Pagar, Keppel, and Brani to move to Tuas by 2027. And as well as Pasir Panjang Terminal. So all will combine at Tuas to become the Tuas Megaport, which will be one of the biggest port in Southeast Asia already. That is one thing. Okay, so what will happen? The two old power stations in Pasir Panjang will be repurposed, okay, and new attraction. I tell you guys, I love this plan. Okay, we don't look at this. We look at this. For those of you who are looking at this picture, this is Sentosa. You know what's the worst part about Sentosa? I'll be very, very frank with you. Sentosa, I think everything is nice. Except for the fact that there's only one way into the mainland. Okay? With that, there's a lot of inconvenience. So you mean you want it to be exclusive, but there must be some sort of convenience, you see. I don't think government will go to the extent of building MRT station to Sentosa. That is a bit overkill. But in the future, this is Brani Island. This is Brani Island when now they are doing the loading and unloading of the cargoes, right? What will happen is, can you see this? Can you see this? Okay. For those of you who can see all these, right? These are link ways. Of course. Okay. Sentosa will link to Brani Island. Okay. And then Brani Island will lead to the main island. Then you tell me, isn't this wonderful? This whole area will change, you know. This whole area will change. So Sentosa now, but of course Sentosa not into Pasir Panjang, but yet, okay. With all these, right? With all these, you see, once everything is linked up, you all see, everything I also have one. let me pin this onto the comments for all of you who wants to do some research. Okay. With Sentosa, Brani, combining to bring up the lifestyle of the Greater Southern Waterfront. Okay. Because the other side is the eastern side is town already, So what will happen? Can you imagine this whole piece? The wharf, the PSA headquarter, all these, the major transformation that will be coming to this area. And if you guys notice, right? Actually, Pasir Panjang area, the land prices have been steadily going up. And there recently, if you saw the news, right, there was this project. I suddenly cannot remember what is its name. Let me find Pasir Panjang project. Panjang block. Okay, recently there was this was it theme park? Yep, theme park. Pasir Panjang sold. Okay. So what is happening now? What is happening now? Please understand, a lot of developers are now aiming at Pasir Panjang area. Why? Think about it lah. Pasir Panjang is the so-called the western beginning of the Greater Southern Waterfront. And if you really think about it, this is the most affordable part. This is the most affordable part for the Greater Southern Waterfront. And the beginning of the MRT stations, Pasir Panjang MRT down there. So if you tell me you're a developer, right, today you are, don't say on tight budget. Tight budget doesn't sound good. But you don't have so much spare cash to buy government land sales in town area. Would you consider Pasir Panjang? I think you would, because let me share with you. This is analysis for Pasir Panjang. Let's don't look at landed. We look at non-landed only. We look at non-landed. Let me. Oh shit! I haven't logged in. Give me a second. Allow me to log in. Dun. Okay. Let me log in and share with you guys. Okay. Over the. Let's see a 10 years. 10 years report. Okay. Let's see a 10 years report. Over the last 10 years, you can see property prices for non-landed has been steadily increasing. And look at the capital gain in the area over 10 years, over 10 years period. It's Momentum Park. Oh, this was on block. Okay, but you see, the growth has not always been fantastic down there. But because of this issue, because of the pricing, right? Because of the pricing, the affordability of the land and existing projects down there. If you tell me if you are a developer, what will you do? Go and buy the GLS in Marina, or would you consider areas like this, whereby a lot of them are freehold? 956 freehold. You see, you look at the per square foot. 1,001. We can still find 1,001, 1,001 PSF. Developer come on block you already. And can tell you, let's look at Momentum Park, which is a 99-year leasehold. It's selling at 1,008. So I come and on block you at 1,001. In the next 4 to 5 years down the road, I sell at 2,000 possible or not? Why not? It's freehold, It's freehold. Again, I'm going to sell you the silly story. If Pasir Ris can sell 2,000, you tell me Pasir Panjang cannot. Freehold. Something wrong, right? That's why, okay. Let's look at the rental yield. Rental yield still quite decent. Rental yield in this area is still quite decent. You can see a lot of them hit a 3. This veranda residences is just TOP only. Also manage a 3. It's a freehold, That means it was very expensive when it's launched. And it still managed a 3.3% rental yield, So basically, okay, so for tonight, right, my 2 cents worth, very simple. For those of you who are thinking for District 5, when you got real potential, why would you look for spillover? Sorry to say this again. I know people in Clementi are going to hate me, but I'm going to tell you the truth. When there is real potential, why would you wait for the spillover? Dover, BTO, got chance or not? I think definitely there's a chance. Because if today government is going to tell you, sorry, we're going to segment half of it for natural reserve, we already know one thing. That means the BTO is limited. BTO limited near to MRT, got school. Okay, then my dear friend already say MOE nearby only. This area is good for scholars. Then Pasir Panjang Kent side. Kent Ridge side. I don't know lah. I don't know if you all fancy the new launches or not lah. I mean, sometimes maybe you just prefer something that is new lah. But think about it. There's a lot of freehold properties down there. Resale market. I'm talking about resale market. Freehold. Maybe not so big project. But if you're looking at short term, right? As I mentioned already, the per square foot now about 1,001. You go in and buy. Greater Southern Waterfront is going to happen for over the next 19 years until 2040. You go and think about it. Developer looking at which area. I think it's a no-brainer basically. You don't even need to be a property agent to understand this. Okay? But if you want something more in-depth, you want to check whether what you're buying is correct or wrong. Nowadays, I'm not going to tell you talk to your property agent already. Because basically those who are looking at our show, right? I'm sorry to say this, you want a second opinion already. So if you have anything to ask, right, never mind, feel free to reach out to me. It's okay. Not, as I always mention, no obligations. But it is not nice. It is not nice if you seek my opinion, seek Jason's opinion, then after that you go and transact with others. Not so nice. This is basic courtesy. You want basic information, check with us. We are more than happy to tell you. But you don't come and dig already. Not nice lah. I mean, we are all Jason and I are down here trying to help everybody. You see, what we are sharing here is free of charge one, it's really through our own hard work. We go and find out more the information to share with all of you. Okay, we are not charging a single cent. If you can, just give us a like. That one is more important. Okay, if you all can, just give us a like. Then help us share. Help us spread this to more friends so that more people can benefit from this. You see, that's all we ever ask of you. And if you have any questions, you can ask us live or what. I know some people are shy they don't want to go on live because they worry later their property agent friends or their feng shui master see they ask on somebody else's Facebook live. Okay, it's okay. You PM us like what most of them do. We understand. We totally understand. But if you really feel that what we share makes sense, right? What we say really is helping you, just give us a like So as simple as that. For those of you who want to know more, right, reach out to us. Feng Shui, Jason, of course I don't know Feng Shui but I'm glad you see nowadays a lot of things that we share are quite in line. For me, I say, I mean, it's good things because what we're talking about is totally different. Jason is talking about Feng Shui. I'm talking about the potential. So, I think Pasir Panjang, not bad. Then my friend thinks that you buy the area, buy nearer to the hill. So just nice Pasir Panjang near hill where can reach Correct. Hey, Jason, then I ask you, the Dover Forest, the side, you think okay or not? Because you mentioned Mu, right? Mu for scholars, right?
Yes. Even though they removed their patch, right, the area is still quite populated with forests. So I think it's still all right. And then for me, I because the East-West line, right, is one of the first few MRTs of Singapore. So if you know who planned the MRT, who approved it, right, I'm sure you know that the MRT is there for a reason. And then, I think housing is...
Mr. Lee approved one, but I think it was Mr. Ong Teng Chong who pushed for the MRT, right? If I didn't remember wrongly.
I think what I remember is during that period. So
yeah, I think it's somewhere around there. But never mind. Maybe next show I share with you guys. I like to dig up this type of information.
Yeah. So all these places, MRT tracks and things like that, some people call it the Dragon of Singapore. Especially the North South
true.
line
Because it
or
basically
East-West.
brought life into Singapore,
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
When people at Changi living in Changi can start to work in Tuas, then people who stay in Jurong can start to work in Changi. It's because of this Dragon we call it Dragon
Yeah.
So I do agree with you. Okay,
Yeah.
but anyway, so yeah lah, that's what I have to share for District 5 lah. Because guys, please forgive us you all should know nowadays when it comes to bigger town, right, we try to cut into maybe 2 shows already, because we know based on one sharing is not enough to share about the whole town, and what we are giving you is in general. So Jason covering the feng shui aspect. For myself, I'm covering from the based on the master plan. So whatever I share with you guys is strictly what I quote from master plan and all the data. Okay? Let's put it this way, it's not even my personal view. I'm sharing with you, all of you, the facts and figures based on what the government is saying. So if you think, hey, what Joel say, it does make sense. How Joel interpreted does make sense. Then you all should know already what are the areas to look out for when it comes to your next housing. And ladies and gentlemen, just to share with you, why exactly 1 month has passed already. Let's have a look at the property news. I explain to you guys why in a while. Okay. Let's see Singapore property news. See got anything happen or not recently. Wait, what is Polo property? Okay. Will cooling measures lead to a property chill in Singapore? Come. Chop chop fast fast one. Too soon to tell. Yeah, lah, exactly the same. Lengkai enjoy. Oh, okay. But for honestly speaking, for myself, I myself think, wow, why all from prop next? Funny leh. I don't know lah. Maybe the newspapers should consider not interviewing property agents because property agents, the sharing that we share, I don't know. I don't know. I don't comment too much on that. Later, my fellow agents say I chocho them. But we should look more at the buyer's point of view, because ultimately they are the ones who will benefit or suffer for their choices. So if there weren't any cooling measures, we probably would have bought a new unit as soon as we sold the 3-room flat, Clementi flat, because there is no point in dragging it out. Okay, so his 3-room housing flat in Clementi, we would have been keenly looking for a replacement. So you see, this is not what I say. This is one buyer say, house hunter, not property agent, no, nothing. The current month, right, is the wait and see attitude. Then some more Chinese New Year coming. With the cooling measure, everybody waiting to see. This is the scary part. So it means to tell us that there are buyers still in the market, But now why they slow down is they wait and see. And if they cannot wait long enough, you see, this is the problem. If they cannot wait long enough, they start to rush back into the market. You tell me the price will come up or go up or come down. Very difficult to come down, because please understand, I've been saying this for the longest time. 价钱是买出来的啦. The price that is there right now, right, is being bought. So because buyers bought, that's why the prices is there. Please understand. With news like this, right, it's not really healthy. I'm not saying not really healthy. It's actually a sign. It's a sign telling us what could be the trend. Okay. So far, first month has gone by, 1 month and 2 days. But Chinese New Year coming, I expect to see for this month, they will tell you sales has softened. But I tell you, that is bullshit. Why? Because after for January, right, usually sales should soften a bit. Why? Most people not free. School reopen, everything, you see. Then somehow with cooling measure, people wait and see. So I expect the news for this month and maybe next should be softened. The true results, right, can only be seen earlier in March. But to play safe within the 6 month period. So for those of you who are not in a hurry to buy houses, my property tip, yes, my first property tip of 2022 is, if you are not in a hurry, don't jump in. Okay, don't jump in. Don't jump in. Let me mark your calendars. Year 2023 is going to be an exciting year. Why? Because you will start to see a tsunami of TOP projects. The tsunami of TOP projects. That means from 2023 onwards, what? There'll be TOP after TOP after TOP. Okay? Then you tell me, Singapore property in under supply or not? Oversupply or undersupply? 2023 onward, then you tell me. And hopefully, that will be the year, right, when everything opens up. Foreigners start to come back into Singapore. But you know lah, foreigners come back into Singapore, you think they want to pay 30%? Meh? I don't think so, 30%. Okay, but only time will tell lah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to share with you all. Okay, come, Jason. Chinese New Year coming. Are you excited?
Yes, I cannot wait for Chinese New Year. It's where I take my break.
Take your break, man.
Yeah, it's been a very fulfilling year. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Then I ask you a question. You know a lot of feng shui master, right? A lot of feng shui master. Chinese New Year they should talk about zodiac, not say feng shui master lah. So they call this what? 民俗诗the folk tale and whatever lah. Those not just feng shui master. They talk about prayers, all these things. They always talk about what? Horoscope. Chinese horoscope. Are you gonna do that?
No lah.
Will you do
I
a
think
live on that?
I think the reading about horoscope is quite boring lah. I mean, like everyone talks about the 12生肖, and then different masters sometimes deviate from each other. Like they say the 冲太岁 or 犯太岁 that year. Sometimes they have new edition. Sometimes some, if let's say the traditional one will be the same lah. But sometimes there are some interesting. Like I saw one article saying that Tiger will do well this year, which I'm like, interesting. Yeah, but I definitely not into talking about 生肖 because when we talk about person's luck, right, we talk about 八字 lah. So we talk about year, month, day, and time lah. So only talk about the year, I think it's too generic, and then also may lead you into making wrong choices for that year lah. So I don't recommend you read too much of the horoscope because it's very generic. So maybe Joel, let's do something more interesting.
Correct. I'm also thinking about that. So I'm going to. I've never done this before. But since we are going to be, I mean, we have always been talking about the different districts in Singapore, right? Why not we do a Chinese New Year special? Because 初一, obviously, I'm not going to talk to you about another district in Singapore, right?
Oh no, please, no.
初一, I'm not even going to be talking. 初一, I'm not even going to be talking. So we'll do a show earlier before the first day of the Lunar New Year. Okay, we'll do a show that's earlier. What do you think is a good date? Shall we have a look?
Yeah, I actually saw one date that may be quite interesting lah. How about we can do it on the 26th of January.
26, next Wednesday
Yeah. Yes, well, that's quite fast. Why 26? Why is it so special, right? Because 26 is when if those who are Taoists or Buddhists, right, is where they start to clean their altar and send their god to heaven for reporting.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so maybe after the they usually do daytime or afternoon. Sorry, bro, I'm a Buddhist. I don't do this type of thing. What?
Yeah, they usually do in the morning during the daytime so to clean up the altar. Actually, more for Taoists not so much for Buddhists. It's where they actually before they send those gods or deity to heaven, right? They usually will give them some bribes.
Oh, yeah. Correct.
Yeah, so that they will
Okay,
talk nice things for them.
sounds good. I tell you what,
Mm.
on the 26th, it will be, also on the 26th of January, right? Jason and I will be doing a show for the Water Tiger Year. Okay? 哇，水浒传呢
Mm.
Okay. Wow, sounds nice. I call it 水浒传. Okay, so for that day, right, my proposal is this lah. Right? My proposal is this. We will do a summit on Singapore in 2022. I myself, I will share on the coming. We don't talk about because different district will be talking about it along the months, ma. So
Mm.
I'll be covering Singapore into 5 sectors: north, south, east, and west. Okay, north, south, east, and west, and the central area. And then I will talk about the upcoming new launches in 2022, which are some to look out for, which are some I think do more homework don't say don't buy okay. I don't like to say these sort of things. Okay, it will be purely based on my own uh assessment of that launch. Okay, I'll share with you which are some to look out for, if and what is a good price. Okay, what is a good price? Okay, what is a good price? That means every sector, right? North, south, east, west, and central. I'll tell you which are the hits, the must look out for one, and which are the misses. And I'll tell you what is a good entry price. If the entry price is above that, in my personal opinion, I think maybe not such a good safe bet, because all of you know me, ACE prudence test, I'm very, very safe one. Okay, then Jason, how about yourself?
Yeah. Okay. For me, right, because land for in terms of feng shui, right, we cannot do a yearly thing because the land actually has a longer
Of
life
course.
cycle.
Mm,
So one thing interesting now, we are actually approaching period 9, which is in 2024. So
mm,
if those who don't understand what do I mean by period, right, is where the luck of the land starts to change. So I will talk
mm,
about similar to Joel. I also will talk about different sectors of Singapore. Then where is the qi that is currently now, and then how does it slowly move into the next period, and which area you can look in the future as well. Yeah.
okay, I understand.
So I will be covering this. Yeah.
So also same thing north, south, east, west, and the central
I will cover 8 different direction.
What? I do 5, I want to die already. You cover 8. Okay, you steady.
Yeah. Yeah. This actually in feng shui
Okay
we
lah.
do
Mm.
24, but just this round I'm doing 8.
Okay,
24 is
understand.
a big headache.
哦，你不要再讲了，你再讲的话，我怕26号，我们要讲到27号早上。
We'll
cannot,
talk
cannot.
all the way to
Too long
Chinese
already,
New
too long
Year.
already.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay. So for those of you who are watching us, okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you all so much for your support all this while. We really hope I think I speak for Jason as well we really hope that whatever we have shared with you has helped you all, and it really it's useful We just hope that it's useful So again, if you like what you have heard, please help us like. Okay, just give us a comment so that we can go further. And if you can help us share with your friends, do help us share with your friends as well, so that we can help more people this is what Jason and I hope for so that we can actually help reach out to more people. Because it's very, very sad you buy a house you go and buy a house then donkey years down the road you discover the house don't make money is okay, the house lose money. Well, I think it's very, 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 very sad. So okay, once again, thank you all for the night, and thanks Jason for the great insights that you have shared with us again. Hey, hi Jace, hello, Jace joining us. Okay, Ken. So Jason, anything to say before we log off?
Maybe like what Joel say, if you like what you see and what you hear, right, then you do not know how to find a direction to help you choose the right house. Yeah, just look for Joel and I to answer any of your questions. So
Yep.
I wish everybody good health and
And we'll
prosperity.
see you on 26.
Yes.
Okay. So as I to end off the night, as I always say, right, a home is like a recipe. Nothing is perfect, but we'll do our best to help you find one that suits you and your loved ones. So, Daddy Property Chef here. I'm Joel. Let's make you do well. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.